Today is Saturday, April 11th, 2024. And 24, 26.
Is this a rerun?
Yeah.
Wow.
33 again.
Where did that come from? Man. Okay,
That's
yeah.
right.
6. Good Lord. We've got Bum, we've got Mark, and we got Tom in the house, man. Good to see you.
What's up, y'all?
Look at this handsome devil all cleaned up. And look, we've got some beautiful ladies, man. What is that?
Yeah.
What is
Oh, right there. Look at that lady. Yeah.
Yeah.
that? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Introduce yourself. We've got Delilah and we've got Hello Kitty.
Yeah, Marley. Look at her. Nothing to say now. I gave her some ice cream and stuff, and
Yeah.
I was like, "How would you end up eating my ice cream?"
Just wait a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, both have Hello Kitty on. Look at that!
Yeah, they
Wow,
do.
Hello
Yeah.
Kitty girls.
And you know what? See, in my Dodger world, the Hello Kitty is with the Dodgers like crazy.
Oh, really?
Oh, heck yeah. They have Hello Kitty. They have multiple Hello Kitty days at Dodger Stadium
Huh.
every season. Yeah.
What do they do? Give out shirts and stuff? Or they?
Oh, they must have about 4 or 5 Hello Kitty giveaways a year.
Wow.
Really?
Yes. The Dodgers and Hello Kitty. It's why you'll see certain jerseys that have Hello Kitty on them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever noticed that.
Do a little search for Dodgers and Hello Kitty, man, and you'll instantly have some Dodger fans. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, they'll have like Hello Kitty purse giveaways for Mother's Day. They'll have Hello Kitty giveaways when you go to Dodger Stadium. Anyway, Delilah, how you doing, my girl? We haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, you're in preschool now, right? You are. Preschool.
So kindergarten next year, right?
Yeah.
Kindergarten. Oh,
Is
boy.
it pre-K or going full kindergarten?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's a full day. I think they do full days now.
kindergarten?
They do full day preschool.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. They hear you. It's she goes in at 8. No, not she goes in at 9 to 2:55.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
5 or 6 hours.
So it's the whole entire. Okay. We good. We're good, Marley. We good. Okay. Yeah. So it'll be the same thing next year. It'll be a different school though. The school that she goes to, it's all preschool. Like every class is preschool.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, it's a new thing they did around here. Yeah.
Tell me about it, Marley. What's your opinion on it?
Delilah goes. How do you like it? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Do you like it that there's all the same age groups and everything? Yeah, you can make a lot of friends.
Well, I am 5 and Arizona's 4.
Yeah, you're one of the older kids because of her birth date. It's
Oh,
it's at that point that she couldn't qualify to go into kindergarten.
yeah.
It's one of those. I wish they never did that because it's kind of weird. But next year she'll do kindergarten. Right?
Yeah, isn't that funny?
So
Because
she'll be one of the oldest kids in the class then.
yeah,
Probably, yeah.
all her school days, she'll be one of the oldest.
Probably actually will end up being a good thing at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine there's probably a couple other kids in the same boat or something like that. But
Yeah. I was like that. I was always the youngest.
Okay.
I was one of the youngest.
I was one of the oldest. And it didn't help, obviously. I was one of the oldest, but it didn't help.
Yeah. You know where it helps is now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I was 17 when I graduated. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the cats were already 18 when I graduated.
Yeah, I was closer to 19 than 18 when I graduated. Yeah, I was like
same.
18 and a half. Yeah, more than 18 and a half. Yeah.
So now it's super helpful because, like, if I haven't gone to a reunion, but if I ever did, I'd be younger than the old farts, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it has some advantages. I was the first kid with zits, and everybody laughed at me, and then I was done, and then everybody else got it. So
yeah.
Pimple head, right? They call you all these weird names, and god dang.
Like, just wait. Yeah. So many weird names now, so it's okay.
So what? what is preschool like for you, Delilah?
Yeah.
Like have a new best friend.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
It's
really?
like having best friends. You like your teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. What do
You
you
guys-
like about? I'm trying to think about preschool. Do they teach you how to tie your shoes in preschool?
No.
No, I
No?
don't think so.
Okay. I'm trying
We
to.
got to get on top of that.
You guys learn calculus in preschool?
Right?
Yeah. You guys learn trigonometry? Pretty funny, right, Marley? Yeah. Yeah, Marley. Yeah, she thought that was funny.
So preschool is more like just getting them used to school. They're not kindergartens when you start learning how to tie shoes and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
they're doing the alphabet and learning about probably like number 1 to 20 and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
real basic
Small stuff like
math
that.
stuff, yeah.
So,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
can you count to 10?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh,
Hey.
All right.
that's
Good job.
fantastic. So you just taught me something. 9 goes before the 10. Oh,
This one's trying to hear. Yay! You hear her? She's-
that's fantastic because with my grandkids, they're
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry.
they're perfectly fine. Yet with mine, we've got about to be 11, and
Okay, bye.
Okay, bud.
oldest, and the other two that are 7 have learned from him. You know what I'm saying? So we'll move on here, Tom. We're gonna get to everybody else and find out how Mark's doing. First of all, sorry about that, man. I didn't get to introduce Mark and say hi to Bum.
I'm doing well, and I found a beer. Since I can't find Zool, that's like my next hot butcher for the world. I'll probably never find it, but I found this at the store. This is new to our Total Wine, and it's from Aslan Beer. It's Volcano Sauce Sour Ale, and I think they have an Aslan Brewing tasting room in Pittsburgh, don't they, Bum?
Yeah. Yeah, they are actually part of that Hazelwood brew house.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So this is brewed with blackberries, blueberries, milk sugar, and vanilla.
Right. Let me get this.
So this is my Zool substitute.
Yeah.
My knockoff, my Zool knockoff. Look at that color, kind of that reddish orange color. Yeah. I'm liking that.
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful.
Ooh, smells. Ooh, it's tart. It's tart, but you get the milk sugar. The milk sugar is really nice in there because you get the tart right up front, and it follows by just a little bit of sweetness in the vanilla. Ooh, this is really, really good. Very, very good. It's got medium. It's kind of with the milk sugar in there, so it's kind of a medium mouthfeel. It feels like it's got some body.
Mm-hmm.
You taste the blueberries, the berries, the vanilla. But yeah, just a really nice looking beer too.
What was that called again, Mark? I wanted.
It is called. Just look up Volcano Sauce.
Okay, Volcano Sauce.
Yeah, Aslan Brewing, Aslin, Aslan Beer.
See it already.
Yeah, and I looked, and it looks like the little brother has had it, and a couple of his friends that I have on Untapped have had it, and they all thought it was very, very good. Yeah.
Mark, I stand corrected. They are not part of the Hazelwood Brew House. I got them mixed up with Abstract Realm.
Oh, okay.
I believe Aslan was supposed to move in there, and they didn't.
Okay. They said they're out of the main breweries in Virginia somewhere. So
Yeah.
Okay. So no, this is.
I believe they were the third one that was supposed to go in there, and when the brew house opened, 2 years ago, there was only two, New France and Abstract Realm, and then I think Aslan pulled out.
Okay, all right. No, this is really good. Nice, tart, but not sour, but not so sour. Not the kind of stuff that makes your lips pucker, but it's really nice. It's a great blend of sour tart with yeah, it's very good.
So
if you can get this, give it a try. Because if it's down here, we got it at Total Wine. So I'm sure the Junior Mart probably has something like this. So check it out. But yeah, that's a solid 4, maybe even 4.25 for me. That's really, really good.
All right, we got 43,000 total on here. We got 289 in the last 30 days. It's a collab with, what is that? First Whack Berlin?
First Whack? Yeah, Whack? First Whack? Yeah, I don't know. First
Whack? First Vike? Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
However you say it. 6% ABV, 13 IBUs. Tectonic plates have shifted, letting forth on interruption of gushing blackberries and blueberries, each burst filled with milk sugar and for creamsicle smoothiness. And milk sugar and vanilla for creamsicle smoothiness. A freshly canned sour ale with explosively delicious flavor.
Yeah, no, it's a good one. I'm really enjoying it. It's nice, and once again, we were talking about it last week. I think there's just a lot of sours. The companies are starting to release more and more sours.
Yeah, and the sours don't be scared away because of what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's tart. I mean, a lot of the sours, if you can have a Jolly Rancher, I mean, that kind of tartness, right? Little sweet, little tart, or a sweet tart, something like that. Some of them are really, really extreme, but most of the mainstream sours that you're going to get are going to be a nice blend.
I would say more like a lemon head.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the lemon heads?
That's probably a good one too. Yeah.
Like lemon heads weren't necessarily like super tart, just enough, but then it's going to get down to sweetness again. That's the way a lot of them are.
Yeah. It's really good though. And it was, 6-pack was $14.
Mm-hmm.
So a little more than normal, but very, very good.
I neglected to get my beer. Right now I'm having the champagne of beers here, but
okay.
Mine are still stuck in confinement over there in the fridge. I've got some decent stuff. I just forgot to get it before. So I'll be right back. You guys talk amongst already.
Yeah, so if you've never had any Aslan beer? Bum?
Yeah, I have had some. Dukes has had it on draft over the years.
Okay,
I've not been to the actual Aslan brewery. I believe it's in the Strip.
No, this is the first one I've had, and it's good. So yeah, it's over. Is it over in the Strip district?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. With a lot of other stuff over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's really good. I'm gonna have to get another one of those. So yeah, you are gonna get. I'm going to bring up a can of each of the hot butchers that I got, Bum. So
wonderful.
You and a little brother will get one each.
Now, how many beers do you think you will be able to transport back with you?
5 or 6, something
that
like
many?
that.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna bring one, rolling duffel bag, and we're only there for 5 days, so yeah, we can. Well, the boss brought back a 12-pack in a carry-on last year. So I mean,
you said she's good at packing them.
Yeah, up. She's good at smuggling beer across state lines.
Nice.
She does a really good job of that. So if you have some extras, we can have her. She'll do the packing.
Okay.
So, yeah. But yeah, 5 or 6 at least. We'd be good there. And I've got a couple others I'm going to try to get before I come up too. So
okay.
I have got a beer in honor of our dear friend Bum. It is a beer that I got from Bum personally, so you know that it's old.
It's just aged.
It is aged to perfection. And as a matter of fact, it has old in the name. So it's old stock 2018.
Oh, all right. This is going to be a little bit different than most of your aged beers.
Yeah,
Jim.
this should actually age well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
That's probably still going to be really delicious. Yeah, Old Stock Ale is good.
So this is old stock, of course, 12% ABV, and I got this from Bum on 1/8/22. So this is one that I did put a sticker on to make sure that I remember.
That's
So as much time has gone by from the time it was brewed to the time I gave it to you, from that time until now.
Yeah. It's basically 8 years old. Yeah. And you brought that home and just kept it in like your pantry the whole time?
No, it's been in the fridge.
Okay. Oh, it should be delicious. Yeah.
I'm dialing it up now just to make sure. Did I get? Oh, wait a minute. I put the wrong damn year in here. I put 2028.
You're just off. You said 2000, 2 years before. Now you're 2 years in the future.
Yeah, I just and I'm really throwing. I threw the whole algorithm for a loop right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, the whole damn algorithm was like, "What the f? What is he talking about? What is going on here?" So here we go. We've got
Old Stock Ale.
This will really blow your mind. 3,854 total. 7 in the last 30 days.
That's not that many for that.
That is 7 is a hell of a lot, if you ask me, in the last 30 days to have a 2018 Old Stock Ale.
Oh yeah, but I mean, just 3,800 overall. That's seems kind of low. Yeah,
no, that is. You're right. Absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, 7 and a lot. Yeah, most of the people probably drink it within a few years.
And that style is not everyone's cup of tea. Also,
right?
Yeah, it's a big beer.
So it did 12% ABV, 34 IBUs, 3.98 bottle cap rating. So
pretty good.
Joe, look at that in the photos. Look at that bomber of it.
Yeah. Oh.
I've never seen one of those.
That would be.
Look at that. Iron 59 from Sexy Town. Oh yeah. Look at that. Poor company. What a freaking great.
Yeah.
Is that
Copper
green label too, Bum?
Mm-hmm.
It's a Cellar Reserve series.
I've never ever seen that.
A Cellar Reserve. So that had to be even different, actually.
Yeah.
This one.
It's probably maybe just a local. Yeah, North Coast Brewing they do some great beers. I mean, they're Old Rasputin.
I was going to say, just if they only made Old Rasputin, it would make the breweries justify their existence right there.
Yeah.
So here we go. We're going to pour this into a Casa Amigos.
That's close. There you go. Tequila glass, close enough.
And we're going to crack it open, of course, with the 8-time champion LA Dodgers bottle cap opener.
Yeah.
How about that comeback win last night, man, with Max Muncy walking that off, man, for the win. Nice. Here we go. We'll see if Old Stock has got some old smoke. A little bit, not too bad. But we better get it.
Pour some smoke. Poured smoke. Yeah.
Nice.
It was dense smoke. It was sitting at the bottom waiting.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you had that before, Tom? Have you had the Old Stock Ale?
If I did, it was a long. She just wants to say good night. Good night, guys.
Hey, good night.
Good night. See you later.
We're gonna go to bed. It's 7:30 our time. All right.
Bedtime.
Goodbye.
Yep.
Yeah, bedtime. Bedtime.
Bedtime. You bet.
I've had it. If I did, I had it probably more in the beginning of my journey of craft beer.
They probably distribute. They seem to have nationwide distribution.
Oh yeah.
I've seen them just about everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to sleep.
All right. So we're gonna give this one the old sniff test, of course. Oh.
You smell the bourbon barrel.
You do actually
Yeah,
a little hint
yeah.
of the bourbon. It's pleasantly even kill, if you
Okay.
will. Oh, this is interesting too. I still kind of like seeing the inside. Of
Okay,
the
nice clean cap.
Look how
Yep.
clean. No bubbles or nothing. I mean, that's
Ooh,
Oh man.
this might even like this.
Oh my God. All right. This is one to be shared, so I'm going to take another little, and then I'll be passing it along. But
Yeah.
oh my God, all those little bits that are in there.
Yeah. B
This
vitamins.
this thing is so ridiculously smooth, bum.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the
Yeah.
bourbon barrel is in there, but you can tell it's calmed down a lot. You're just getting a ton of like caramels.
That's the advantage to keeping a beer like that for a few years before you drink it. Yeah, I mean if you kept it in a refrigerator, that's just about perfect. Yeah,
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. It is really, really, really good. This is. I wish when you got a lot of beers and you aged them, they aged like this. Tell you the
Well, I
truth.
was going to say that and Sammy Klaus are just about the only two I intentionally age anymore.
yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely if you can and you're able to. Not everybody's able to, for patience or for any other number of reasons. But if you're able to, even if it's just I forgot it. So
Yeah.
you
Yeah. I
just
mean,
throw
there's certain beers. I mean, yeah, that's one of those styles of beers that if you age it carefully, right, you don't abuse it, you're gonna enjoy it. If you can buy like a 4-pack or a 6-pack, drink one now, like we talked about. Drink one now, drink one in a year, drink one in a year, drink one in 3 years, 5 years, or something, and compare it. Bigfoot's a good one with that too. Bigfoot barley one is a pretty good one there. But any imperial stout or old ale or like a Belgian, like a triple or a quad, yeah.
Actually, Mark, I can as part of the ones I will give you, if you want, I can give you one from my vast stockpile of old stock.
Okay, if you got one, yeah, I'll take it.
I buy at least a 4-pack every year.
Okay.
Oh, do you really? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Oh. Yeah, I had a bottle, we got a single bottle like 3 years ago, maybe. Yeah. Like around the holiday season, that type of thing. But yeah, if you have one that you want to share, that'd be perfectly fine.
Yeah, I did on the show, I believe. I drank my oldest one, which was 2013, I believe, on the show. I had it a couple years ago. Was still pretty good. I think my oldest is maybe like 16 or 17 now.
Okay. Wow.
Now my next beer, okay, is a Best Buy 2012.
Oh my God.
Mm.
So
this came all the way from New Mexico.
Yeah, this has been in temperature controlled storage and the whole nine.
It's been
and
it's been lovingly stored for 14 years.
And this one is not of the type that you should keep this long. I will, and this is one that used to get sent to me, so that'll give you all the clues.
Oh boy, the Deschutes.
This is a Deschutes Chainbreaker White IPA. Here we go.
Look at that old label.
Bad.
And just look at that
White IPA.
Look at that. Look at that on the bottom. Just waiting to get your gut. That's all those enzymes that you need in your gut for gut health.
That's right. Yeah, that's
right.
Prebiotics.
That's all prebiotics. That's all prebiotics down there.
That's what I tell them. It's prebiotics. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's all prebiotics, man. When that's all the stuff you need, right? I won't get into that.
No, okay.
I won't go where I was about to go. But she may thank you as well.
You drink that, that'll help your gut microflora. How about that?
Sure. Yeah, that too.
It's a health food. That's really what it is.
It's a health food. Some people eat carrots to make your smell, taste a little better. That's what all this does. It just
Okay.
goes there and she'll thank you, right? So we've got and this is and on the label, mind you, this is a 6/22/12 Best Buy. So this was easily a 2011 beer.
Yeah, that's probably a 2011 beer. So that's 15 years old, Joe.
How about them apples, huh?
That beer's almost old enough to drive. If it was, it'd be like, I'm driving out of here.
Yeah, I'm getting the hell out of here. How about that? Yeah, this one is old enough to drive, isn't it? 2011. Let me type this in. I have.
It's got his learner's permit at least.
Yes, it is learning how to drive. Yeah. What? Yeah, I've got to look this up. This is. Wow, it doesn't even show. No way. It doesn't even show a 2011. Let me see. Chain breaker. Yeah. Wow. I wonder if I have to type this in 2012. Does it show 2012? It doesn't. There's no listing for 2012.
Oh, wow.
Well, see, there actually shouldn't be, because those aren't considered vintages. It's not marked that on the label, like the old stock.
Yeah, that's true.
People try to create those vintages when they don't exist to just boost their check-in count.
Yeah, you're right. Right. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
I'm having a Sam Adams Boston Lager 2026.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it doesn't have a year on the label, it shouldn't have a year in Untapped.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, that's true. So here we go. So the Chainbreaker White IPA from Deschutes.
Oh, that doesn't bode well. It only got a 3.59 when it was fresh, Joe. Oh, two in the last. Well, who knows? I mean, that could.
Yeah, I'm not sure when they stopped brewing it.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Well, let's see here. 9 hours ago, we've got March of 26.
Okay.
Is there any way to go to the first listing, Bum? Is there any way to do that?
If there is, I'm not aware of it.
Yeah.
That would be cool, wouldn't it? Yeah. So there's
157,000 of them.
157,000.
Do they still brew it? Is it something that they're still brewing?
Yeah,
or not?
I'm assuming no, just based on those 2 monthly check-ins.
It didn't say that they don't brew it though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, Joe, there is a way to go to the first check-ins. Start scrolling now, and we'll see you on the show next Saturday.
Yeah,
yeah, you're right.
You'll get there by now.
Yeah, you'll get there eventually. So, and it says backed by popular demand. This thirst-quenching, hopped-up wit beer delivers citrus aromas of hops, orange peel, and coriander that meld with the fruit and spice Easters of the Belgian-style yeast strain dubbed Forbidden Fruit. For a limited time only. Enjoy while you can. Well,
Joe's like, well, okay, I'll just I'll put a reminder on my calendar for 15 years down the road to open it up and give it a try.
The only way that I usually live something like that to try and figure out when it was actually around and for sale, I will scroll until I start seeing a cluster of check-ins all, within the same bunch in the same day, or dozens in the same handful of days, when everybody was checking it in all at once.
Vegas says, ain't no way I'm drinking that.
Yeah. So I'm seeing, Rod J had it in
2013?
15.
Okay, 15. It was probably still brewed then.
Yeah, probably still brewed then. Yeah, there's a lot of 50. Ruben had it back then. I'm going through my friends is what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So Ruben had it. You remember Ruben, of course.
Yeah.
I think I had it once.
I'm surprised I didn't log it because I know they sent me a 6-pack.
What beer is it?
Oh, here's a 14 check-in. This is the Chainbreaker IPA from Deschutes.
Oh,
So
yeah, I've never. Yeah.
let me crack this one open and let's see, man. Here we
Okay,
go.
give it a try.
So, here we go, man. Oh, decent smoke off of that one. Now I am gonna try to stay away from that bottom third, if you will. Oh, nice smoke pour. Yeah, we're gonna do our best to just stay. Yeah, I'm just now starting to see some of those little bits down there at the bottom. So this is still pretty. Let me do the earth tappa.
Still looks good.
And yeah, you've still got that's mostly carbonation that's still stuck to the glass there. So not bad. Let me I want to get a beer selfie of this one, and then I want to go through some of the photos, but I can do that on my own time. I just want to get to this and see if that some of that spice still sticks around. You know, you're not going to get hop, of course. We're not going to expect hop. And by the way,
it's not a malt bomb. It just hasn't all gone.
Look at that.
Okay.
That cap is bubbly, but not too
bad.
terribly bad.
Seen much worse.
So, all right. You know,
I think he's having overly optimistic tasting notes here.
Well, it's super thin, man.
Okay.
It's like it's more like drinking a flavored water at this point. Like it's not there's no carbonation in it. Although you see it on the glass, it's not something you actually get in the mouthfeel. So the carbonation is gone.
Yeah.
So a lot of the flavor goes with it. And I don't know. This is unusual because typically you get a malt bomb at this point.
Yeah.
And it's not malt bombing. This one for me is a first where it's gone back to its natural water. Like you could
Really?
You could rehydrate off of this bad boy right now. Like it's kind of like a sweet bready water. It's you know what I'm saying? It's not a hot bomb at all. I'm gonna finish
Okay,
it
so
pretty easily.
it's not horrid, not absolutely horrid. No. Okay.
No, I'm not being overly optimistic. There is a little now I'm getting a little funk to it, if you will. Like so I'm being picky about the funkiness too. It's at the back and there's a little bit, but man, I mean this is easily crushable right now. Look how thin bodied it is. It's not, you know.
I wonder if all that funkiness is left in that little bit that you left out.
The bottom, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. So okay, here we go. I'm gonna leave this much in here. And here we go, kids. We're gonna Bum, who's our malt liquor drinker who does this? And he's been chugging those old ass.
Oh, that's Fear.
Fear, yeah. Swirl.
If Fear can do it,
yeah,
we can do it, right? So here we go.
All right.
We're
like building out a science guy.
And here we go. We're all in. Here we go. You're gonna matter. Let me turn this to the side so you can see.
Okay, let's see.
Clear.
It's kind of nice and cloudy.
Oh yeah. That kind of looks like a sour now. Oh yeah. It's like a snow globe. It's like a snow globe beer.
Flavor.
Boy, did that change color?
Looks like a smoothie.
It's fine.
And look how that foamed up too.
Oh yeah.
Mark, what was that saying you have? There's nothing in there can
nothing in there that'll kill you. Yep.
Now,
as long as there's alcohol, you won't die. So just
now you won't die.
But might shit your pants.
No one's gonna want to go in that.
It's like a cleanse. It's like a cleanse.
This is a natural cleanse, and it didn't cost you nothing but some time.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
bottoms up.
Now tell my kids, my grandkids, I love them. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay.
There you go.
That's fine. You can probably chew that. It'll be.
There we are, kids. Bottoms up. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, there you go.
How does it compare?
Well, it's kind of funny that it's in a tequila glass because that's how you want to treat it. You really don't want to, sip every tequila. You can sip certain tequilas, but most of them you
Yeah.
just shoot.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need some salt and lime,
That's a
help you out a little bit.
situation,
Yeah.
smooth enough to shoot on its own straight up, but
Yeah. You're not sipping that. Yeah. Yeah.
you don't want to fool around and sip that one.
Yeah.
And
Just get straight to business. Yeah. No,
straight to business.
no chit chat.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, that's definitely not one to fool with.
no.
You want to get right.
No foreplay. Just go straight to it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
lick it and stick it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Dive right in there.
Yeah. You don't want to give no time to change of mind, right?
Yeah.
You want to.
Yeah.
But by the time they change their mind, the decision's already been made.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you got.
I'm gonna wash this down with some good old champagne of beers here. So
There you go.
There you go.
That tells you all you need to know.
Yeah.
So I'm curious what Billy D thinks of these sorts of how would he handle these sorts of situations? Because he's the professional there. Oh yeah.
Billy D likes the mildly aged.
Mildly aged. There you go. Are we talking about beer?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom.
Sure we are.
Yeah, of course. Always. Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, I told you in the pre-show. Apologies to everybody this week. If you want to be technical, we have a malt liquor report, but this is going to be maybe the shortest malt liquor report ever. What we show, everything we showed last week was already 2 weeks old at that point.
Yeah.
And there hasn't been too much content that I was that we could use. And also this past week, I had one of the busiest weeks of my life. So
oh yeah,
I think I had a pretty good run as far as not missing a report. So actually what we're going to show tonight is kind of a it's so wonderful. It deserves to be seen again. It's an encore presentation.
All right.
All right.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And it kind of fits in the theme with what the beverage is going to be tonight.
Okay.
So I think this is appropriate. So Tom, you weren't here last week. Last week at this time, I received a beer mail from one Jay Vega.
Oh, nice.
Damn, you're on the show. Yeah.
I opened it on the show. So one of the beers was from Zool Brewing.
Yep.
Oh, what is it?
This is a Skeleta blackberry maple granola.
Ooh.
With vanilla. Oh, man.
Oh, that
So,
granola.
that is gonna-
dude.
That's going to be tonight's beverage. Now, once again, I need to reiterate. I'm
Jay
not a
Vega
huge
drinking
fan
that
of
Zool,
sours.
huh?
I'm not a huge fan of sours. But obviously, I have to try this.
Look at that color. Ooh.
The only beer I've had from them was the peanut butter and jelly one, and that was delectable.
The mixtape.
Yeah, that was
mixtape. Yeah.
I'm down to my last one now, Tom.
Oh, dude, it's like eating peanut butter and jelly on white bread. It's oh my god.
So Tom, Jay Vega has found his craft beer style. He loves these sours from Zool.
Nice. See, we're transporting him over. He's over time, little by little.
Well, we'll see, because he's still mostly drinking Ice House and malt liquor when he can find it. So
yeah,
you got to stick to your base. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And he gave IPAs a try, which I knew right away that was not for him. I half the people I know don't. You guys are like some of the only ones who love IPAs. I like them. I like them very much. But like most of my, I was going to say most of my friends, but now I can picture Steele playing that, me saying my friends and laughing at that. So
it'll be on next week's malt liquor report, folks.
yeah.
Has he not tried any Has he not tried any Oktoberfests or anything, or Marzens, or
I
something
think,
like? I feel like
Oktoberfest.
I feel like those are very good entry beers.
I think
he. You know what? He may have had a Sam Adams Oktoberfest.
Even, yeah.
I think he had Sam Adams Oktoberfest.
Okay.
But on a whim, I think he bought based on the. I think he may have bought it based on the artwork on the can label. Plus, the flavors were interesting to him too. So he started buying these, and he's like in love with Zool now. So here we go.
And quite frankly, turn us on to Zool. You know, now Bum's having Zool. And now, Bum, before you even take a sip, this is your first Zool.
This is my first Zool.
Yeah.
Does it smell? What is it? Yeah.
Woo! We got all kinds of stuff going on here, mostly blackberry.
Let me do you some justice, Bum. I am sorry. I apologize. Let me look this up and give you the full.
Yeah, man.
Give you the full treatment here. What was that again?
Skeleta. Skeleta.
The blackberry granola.
Blackberry maple granola vanilla.
Oh my god, dude. That's gonna be bomb.
That sounds good.
And Vega, everyone that he has reviewed, which there's been, I think, 5 of them, has said that everything that they say on the label, you end up tasting when you drink it.
Which is good.
So we've got 270 total, 13 in the last 30 days, 4.46 bottle cap rating.
Wow.
No IBUs rated, and a 4.13 bottle cap rating. Brewed in collaboration with Ghost for their return to Knoxville, Tennessee for Skeletor 2026. This fruited sour is composed of jammy blackberry, maple granola, and vanilla beans. Dark fruit leads the way, followed by subtle sweetness and a sharp, deliberate finish. Built with the same intentional layers and weight as the ritual itself. And here is a look at the can. They do a real good job with the artwork as well.
Yeah.
And here is a look at the beer in case you couldn't see Bums that well.
Dude,
but
those beers are so smooth. Oh my god. Easy drinking.
So Bum, with that in mind, now you've heard their description about the jammy blackberry. That's a very specific description. Maple granola, vanilla beans. You tell us if you get any of that.
All right, we're going in.
Nice.
Man, does that smell? This actually may be one of the best smelling beers I've ever stuck my nose in. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Dude, the flavors.
Oh, man. Okay. I got to say, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like it says, obviously, first thing, blackberry. At the end, you definitely taste that granola and vanilla.
Yeah.
And it
crazy?
hits you on like a delayed basis.
It's crazy the flavors they can get now, that they can do nowadays. It's like
really
oh man,
insane.
I feel like I could do this all day because I've got at least half a dozen more sours that I recently bought that are in the fridge that are up there with this.
Yeah.
This is probably the best sour I've ever had.
It's not necessarily a sour,
it's categorized.
It's like yeah. it's like a dessert beer. It's like
Yeah, you know, Tom's thinking the same way I
It's
think.
almost like
Yeah.
a. Does it taste like a? Because a lot of times, like if you get like a fruit cobbler or something, right, where you've got the berries
Yeah.
and that get crust on it,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
so it's kind of tart and sweet, like a good pie or a cobbler or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that
The
would
one
be
I had from you're not getting any of that like super sour any
yeah.
sour taste. It's just I don't know. It tastes like a dessert beer, and they're really good though.
This is just too perfect. We got
Mhm.
209 J Jones in the house. Malt Liquor Ref, you're the star of the show tonight.
They're at Starbucks.
209 J
IPA.
Jones is the only video we are featuring tonight.
All right, Vegas says it's not fake taste; they just really bring the ingredients. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah.
yeah. They're not adding extracts and artificial flavors or anything
No,
like that. It's brewed,
absolutely.
Yeah.
brewed with the
I-
real stuff.
Absolutely.
I would love to know the cost to make that beer though. Like how much? What are they putting in that? Like
You know what was great, Tom? I think it was the first show that I was having Zool on,
mm,
and Zach happened to. Mark wasn't here.
oh nice.
Zach happened to jump on, and Zach hadn't been on in I don't know, a
Oh,
little
wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
and he happened to jump in on that show. He was perfect person to jump in because I had a million questions, and we went into that, and
Yeah.
absolute perfect person to have on, and he absolutely well, you know how I can get pretty
Yeah.
into some things, and he was like, oh man, I love this enthusiasm for beer, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he understands, of course, as someone that crafts these particular craft beers that we love drinking.
Mm,
He, of course, loves the energy that goes into consuming a
Mm.
Yeah.
product like his that he creates. So the passion for that was something that he was just feeding off of like crazy. And he stuck around the whole show. He didn't right, Bum. It was me, Bum, and Zach.
And Zach, yeah.
And man, he was
Okay,
wonderful. to
there's-
have.
Vegas says 4-packs was right at $30 out the door.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
Oh
a
yeah,
lot-
it's
But they're 16-ounce cans, so yeah, you're paying
It's,
$8
yeah.
for a 16-ounce
yeah,
can.
Tom. It's more expensive than Trillium, but
Mhm.
I gotta say,
I had it on tap. I don't even you know how it is when you get 3-4 beers on tap.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
whatever, and then you know sometimes it's $12, sometimes it's $10.
I have paid so far between 26 and 30 for the 4-pack.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. It costs so much for them to make it that it better be so goddamn good.
Okay,
Because you see some of these breweries that make all these beers, and it's like if people aren't going to buy them and they're sitting on the shelves, that brewery's not going to last. You know, it's
the beauty of having Zach here was Zach let me and Bum know. Well, he let all of us know because it's recorded, of course.
yeah,
But he let us know that, like, even on his level, you're either all in on packaging or you're not. Like,
Yeah.
you're either because of the cost, like you're all in on that or you're not.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because you can only go a certain direction, and once you do, you're committed. Like
Yeah.
you're committed to that. So I don't know if you follow Zool or other breweries like Zool. There's a brewery. What's that? I'm blanking on the name all of a sudden. They're out of North freaking Dakota, for Christ's sake.
Huh.
Brewing Drexel, I think.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. They I think they sell that in our area. Yeah,
Drexel.
Drexel. They have this weird, crazy art on their cans.
Yes, they
Yeah,
are
yeah.
making a ton. Drexel has got a cult following a lot like Zool.
Huh.
And they're out
405,
of North
405 North too.
Huh?
405 North is another one out of California. It's another like one of those like crazy smoothie IPAs, smoothie drum. Yeah.
There's
Sour.
another one that's making a lot of noise here in my area, at least, out of Ohio, that all of a sudden is just popping up in all our beer shops.
Yeah.
But Drexel will be the next one that you see me making some purchases of probably this weekend. They're all over the place here in Phoenix, at least. I mean, and then when you follow some of these breweries, the amount of different beers they're pumping out, I'm having a hard time comprehending.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
having a hard, like they're pumping out so many different beers. You're like, is this really possible? Is this?
Yeah. How can
Well, it
you
is
keep up?
if they make like one batch of it at a time, and that's the thing. They're not huge, so that's why when they put out a beer, yeah, I mean, there might
Yeah.
be, I don't know how big their brew system is, but yeah, you might get like 20 or 30 kegs, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
And then they package it up and
Yeah.
ship it out. Yeah, it goes quick.
Yeah.
But when okay, so if you get one brewery like Azul, and
Mhm.
and let's say they're making one or two different beers a week,
Yeah.
but now we've got thousands of breweries in this country now. What are we, north of 10,000 breweries?
Dude, breweries are going under. Mark knows, and like he's
Yeah.
seen it. They're going.
I
They're going
wonder
under.
what peak, but we probably still have 10,000, but a couple years ago we probably had 15.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're going. They're going. Yeah.
A lot.
They're going under, but man, the amount of breweries that are
There's
coming
still a
up,
ton. Yeah.
it's like restaurants, my guy. Like there's no lack of restaurants in the area, and there's restaurants go out of business every week.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
true.
You know what I'm
True.
saying? It's no different than that business.
Yeah.
In my area now, I know my area is different than your guys' areas, but in my area, there's a lot of taco shops, right? A lot of places get a taco in my area, and when one closed, it feels like two open. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
it is nuts over here, right? As
Yeah.
far as like the amount of restaurants that are opening is incredible here. Yeah, there's a lot of they're closed, but man, for every one donut shop that's just down, it feels like, okay, maybe it's not exactly a donut shop, but it's some kind of pastry or
Yeah.
something else that opens in its place, and there's two or three of them. You're like,
Yeah.
what? You know what I'm saying? So it feels like that. I don't have the numbers, but it feels like that for beer in the greater Phoenix area.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting access. Well, you've got a large market. There's what 3 or 4 million
Yeah.
people in Phoenix.
Yeah, more like 5 or 6, but yeah.
Is it-
So that's comparable to Atlanta. Atlanta's like
Yeah.
6 million people in the metro area. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you're getting, well, and your beer laws are a lot more open than ours.
A lot open.
So
Yeah.
you're getting a lot. I mean, it's a big enough market that all the breweries, if they want to ship, they can ship to Phoenix because there's people there from everywhere, right? So they can,
Yeah.
it's kind of
And
like
you
here,
guys,
except the beer laws aren't quite as liberal.
and you said you have grocery stores out there. You can get beer, right? You can sit down and have a beer.
Oh,
The Whole
absolutely.
Foods and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
We can do that here a little bit, but probably not as much as Joe. Yeah.
Yeah. That's not even a thing out here, unfortunately. I would love to have that. Must be cool.
Well,
Must
in
be
PA,
awesome.
it has you have to stay in that little beer area, and they have to have seating for a certain amount of people. And it's not
Huh.
all grocery stores; it's only certain ones.
Yeah.
Huh.
Certain ones that are paid enough to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But some of the bigger ones, like some of the big Giant Eagle markets, they actually have a little tap system there in their beer area.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's to me there's so much happening
Yeah.
right now. I'm enjoying it. So I feel like a rejuvenation of myself in the excitement for beer again. Like I felt like there was this whole lull where I was getting really bored with it, if you will. Like it was the same old. Well, it's one of the reasons I quit reviewing beer, quite frankly. It was like, how many of these things can I crack open and go, oh, okay, look at this. All right.
Say the same thing over and over again, right?
I
Yeah.
could literally
Yeah.
just, if I had a 4 or 5 minute video, the first 3.5 minutes could be the same for every damn beer. And it would
Yeah.
be the last.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's just the same experience. But now there's so many different things they're doing with the beer. And I mean, okay, for example, we're bums reviewing or just experienced Azul. one of the Zools that I had is oh dear God, I forgot the name again already. But I mean, it had such a pulpiness to it, and you know damn well there ain't no mango or nothing like that in it, but
Yeah.
it actually left like a pulp film on the side of the glass.
Wow.
And you're like, it's insane what they're doing. To get to your point, Tom, that you were making earlier, the things
Yeah.
they're doing with beer are that exciting. That you're like, there's no fruit whatsoever in this damn beer. Well, to a point.
A lot of these brewers, some of these brewers, they hire chemists and stuff. Like they'll
Yes,
hire like people that like really know like the
scientists.
chemistry of it,
Yeah,
and they'll
we talked about that
how
as
to
well.
create your water, how to add what to your water to do this, do that, and
Yeah.
it's all about the water when it comes down to it. The water is the start of everything.
Well,
Some
it's
bears need more calcium. Some bears need this. Some bears,
oh,
a
absolutely.
lot.
100%. One of the things that Zach was harping on, because I spend a lot of time talking about the different hops and
Mm.
different malts, but one of the things Zach was talking about was all the different yeasts. He
Oh
was
yeah,
talking about the
Yeah.
different yeasts,
you
which
can
is
create your own yeast too.
which he started talking about it, and I was like, one of those slap on the forehead moments when you're like, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, that thing you're not paying enough attention to,
Hmm.
and
It's like a brewery's trademark. It's like their flavor. It adds a little bit of something to each
Mhm.
beer.
Yeah,
well,
and
sure,
the different kinds of yeast do better with different types of different
Yeah.
styles of beer, depending on the
yeah.
sugars and the temperatures. I mean, and all that type of stuff. And
So
I mean,
we
yeah,
spent
that's a whole. I mean, there's most of the school, like the land grant universities, like Nebraska or CSU or whatever, they
Mm.
have brewery science. So
Yeah.
it's basically like biochemistry
yeah.
with brewing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a whole. I mean, yeah, it's not just a bunch of guys in with beards and flannel shirts mixing stuff together. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
lot.
Exactly.
There's a lot that goes
So what
into
are you
it.
getting now, Bum?
I gotta say, you know what this is reminding me of, not taste wise, but as far as taste experience, this reminds me of the very first time I took a sip of Stone Chocoveza. Not for the
Oh,
flavors,
Okay.
but for the taste experience, as far as the
Okay.
complexity,
Okay.
and like you're overwhelmed by how much is going on here.
Okay. So in other words,
Yeah.
just a totally new experience.
how
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
that, Tom? How
Mm.
you and Mark? You guys remember when we first all had Chocovesa? Like it was
Actually,
Oh,
I wish
yeah.
they still made that so Vega could try one of those,
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
because
Thank
Vega has
you.
Yeah,
Vega
that was
has
like the
liked
first
some stout.
Mexican stout that we had, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And that-
thanks for that, Bum. That was because that was the first one that was done right.
right.
Yeah.
There was others, but it was still like, okay,
But
yeah, I kind of get this in there. But
yeah.
man, Stone was the first one that
They
really
really did it. Yeah, they
But
kind of set the standard for the Mexican
God,
stout
Yeah.
thanks for that, Bum.
but
That was a
with the
fantastic.
chilies and yeah.
Yes.
that's when Stone
Oh,
was doing a lot. Remember that was around the time they were doing their enjoy buys and stuff. They were doing a
Mhm.
lot at that
Yeah,
time.
they were doing all those
That
Yeah.
was the
those one-off
Those
enjoy
enjoy
buys.
buys were really good when
peak
they
Stone
were.
years. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, how long did they do Enjoy by? That was
I
I think
haven't
they would.
seen I haven't seen one for a few years now.
Yeah.
no, but I'm saying
Yeah.
how long did they do it? They did it for a number of years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those were awesome. Those were amazing when they first started doing them. I used to
Yeah.
love drinking those.
They're all specialty, and they had. I like the concept of don't hang on to it, drink it because it's got
Yeah.
it's got a
Yes.
specific flavor that you're only going
Yes.
to get when you drink it fresh,
And
basically.
they had some variants too. They
Oh
had
yeah,
some,
every one was a
Yeah.
little different and used a different hop or different
They
style. And they were all
they were
meant to be
legit
drank
good.
fresh, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always, it was, I find it always found it hilarious when you went to the liquor store and the Enjoy Buy, the date was like 2 months ago. And you're like, oh my God.
Oh, I
It's
saw
like
some old ones on the
clearly,
shelves over the years.
yeah, it's like clearly no one's gonna buy that, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks
It's
for
probably
that.
why they stopped.
You know
Yeah.
what? You know what? But and we were all talking a while back about Stone, of course. And when's the last time you had a Stone? That might have been the last time I had a Stone was Chocovesa. God,
Wow.
how did I forget about that beer? I was like on that Chocovesa horse,
Yeah.
riding it hard for a long
Yeah.
time.
That was a good beer. That was a really good beer.
How could I? Isn't that something? That's how many beers come by.
It's funny. I still have a Chocovesa in the fridge.
Do you?
Huh.
Yeah, I should break it out one of these weeks.
When did they stop making Chocovesa?
I don't know.
From what year,
brought
Bum?
they brought it back like 4 or 5 years ago. Remember that when Stone was doing that stupid thing in the upside down cans?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
One of the
Yeah.
stupidest marketing things ever. And I think maybe like the year after that they came out with it again, and they haven't since. Now,
It wasn't very
probably
good the last time it came out.
yeah.
The last, I'm looking on my Untappd. The last one out of Friends is John, so Foamy Head, right?
Mm-hmm.
He drank one on July 4th, 2024.
Wow.
I'm sure that was a year or two old.
Yeah. And it was this label.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the new label.
It was a couple years ago. Yeah.
That was the new label.
Yeah.
And it was in a can.
Yeah, it was in a can.
That was a big thing too.
Chad drank it too.
Okay.
Chad's beer in April of 2024.
He's been getting back out there. I haven't really watched some of his stuff, but I do see his thumbnails passing through on my
So
Yeah.
a few years maybe. Yeah. But yeah, that was a good. I haven't seen it in a few years at least. And if I see it again, I'll buy it. But
yeah, they sold it in the Bombers, right? Did they sell it in Bombers when they first sold it?
They did. Yeah, they did put it in Bombers.
Yeah.
Isn't Stone gone now, right? Like
No. Stone still sells.
Okay.
They're still around, but not like before. I only see a few selections from them now.
The big Stone news. There was big Stone news. Like they
may have been sold out. I don't know.
Probably cashed out. Yeah.
So,
damn, I remember having this regular Stone IPA and being like, "This is good," you know.
Man,
that was one of the original West Coast IPAs that was available all over.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it was
that
good.
Was a hell of a. How could I possibly? I have 10 check-ins to that beer. Now that I look it up,
and you probably drank it many more times than that.
Oh hell yeah, I drank it many more. If I checked it in 10 times, I drank 10 times more than that. I promise you. As a matter of fact, let me share the screen. Let me just share the stupid screen. This is, I mean, Bum, I really, because you guys know how much I drink this stupid beer. 200 and basically 270,000 ratings on here. Base 44 still in the last 30 days. 10 check-ins by me, as I just said.
I have 4 check-ins to it. I drank it more than that, but the last check-in I had was March 28th, 2020. So right after all that.
Wow. That was your lock-in beer.
That was my lock-in beer. Yeah.
8.1% ABV, 50 IBUs, 4.01 bottle cap rating still.
Wow.
Yeah. That says something about this beer, man. Yeah. Let me click on my check-ins and see when's the last time I checked this one in.
Yeah.
So I last checked in of January 25th of 19.
Wow.
That's the last time I checked this beer in.
The first time I checked in was
and that was my first canned version. That was the first time I had a can.
First time I checked in was November of 2017. I think. First time I checked in, so I don't know if that was the first time I had it.
Oh, isn't this something? Now, and now we had Billy D over here going dilly dilly. Is that Is that some kind of telling of the future of that would soon be Diddy Diddy? And that was January of 18. That was Bum telling the future right there. Diddy Diddy. Yeah, I mean, look at these check-ins, man. This is of in 2017. Yeah, 16.
They did a bunch of barrel aged ones too, right? I remember seeing they did like corked ones.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I had one of those once.
Yeah.
They had some different variants. Here's of course they had it in the bottle for the longest time. Yeah, I would buy it at Total Wine. Thanks for that, man. That was good.
Okay, so this is the new Chocobesa for you, a totally new taste sensation. It's
Yes.
sweeping the nation.
Yes.
For those that are looking at the Zool. Okay.
What year you think you have in the fridge, Bum?
From the most recent time it was available, I believe. Whenever that was.
Yeah.
Maybe 2020, 2021.
Mm.
I'm guessing, and that's just a rough guess. I'm sure the date is printed on the can.
I actually wish I had time to go look in the pantry to see if I still have some. That'd be.
Oh, you probably do, dude. You probably.
My bottle stock is running thin. My can stock is still pretty high, but my bottle stock I've been purposely running through.
Yeah. Cans are easier. Cans are easier to store, but bottles are nicer to look at. I like to look at bottles. It's fun. You can look at a bunch of cans, but the bottles, I mean, I don't know. They have a different presence.
Yeah. Especially the big bottles, the bombers.
Yeah.
The wine bottle size.
Yeah.
I'm just now seeing some of these comments, man. These freaking comments are hilarious. I'm just now seeing some of these comments. What is this? Tom Wolf takes money out of trips to Disney Fund to get and I'll throw a few of them up here real quick. 209, stay tuned for the younger, fatter 209 J Jones. Jody will fight a chicken in waffle restaurant tonight at 2 a.m. Rod J is waiting backstage to get a word in. Yeah, he might be. Jody tells every waiter, I like my barbecue at home a little better when they ask how he liked the food and doesn't leave a tip.
That's cool.
I once saw SWW wait. Meaning he has no damn patience, probably. Rajay messaged Jody asking if he would be included a tribute to Africa Boombada on tonight's show. I like looking at bottles, Tom Wolf.
Me too, man.
That is a quote from Tom Wolf right there.
I do.
Quote. Yeah.
I do like looking at bottles.
No, bottoms.
Does Billy D like looking at bottles?
Yeah,
that's what I want to know.
Billy D like looking at. That's exactly.
Billy D likes bottoms exclusively.
So I see we have a link and
so this, like I said, we got nothing new this week. So
yeah, but look how long we've stretched nothing.
Yeah.
New.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So we got one clip.
Goddamn professionals.
Presentation, and I think it's appropriate based on the fact that.
Do you hear the cow? Because we're milking the fuck out.
In 2026, we got malt liquor drinkers like Jay Vega drinking some certain styles of craft beer now.
Oh, damn.
So I think it would be fun to look back on when such days did not exist and nobody could envision that we are where we're at currently in 2026. So this is one of my favorite videos of all time. A lot of people in the chat, this video is so old now, a lot of people in the chat may not have ever seen this video. So with that in mind, this is the slightly heavier before he went on his diet. 209 J. Jones with the video entitled Craft Beer Spectacular.
Oh, nice. Okay. Here we go. So we'll type in the link, and here we go.
No charge.
This video is not available for public viewing anymore, by the way.
On his craft beer video. You stay right there. Get him. I'm so sick of this shit.
The Waldo.
Fucking shit. Daytime. This little sipping a little looks like.
Oh, that was the good Rogue too. That was when it was good. When it was in the Bombers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was great when it was in the Bombers.
Steven Malturin, you
Ooh,
mother.
that's the brown ale, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the hazelnut. Yeah.
Yep.
Hazelnut brown nectar ale with natural hazelnut flavor. This one ought to be good.
Oh my god, what an asshole!
It still cracks me up that you would buy a bottle of beer just to empty it.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you're promoting the brewery.
Yeah.
He's already spent like $6. That's it.
I mean, he spent real money on
Mary Maker.
Oh, remember that one? The Sam Adams
Stout, 9%.
Those were good.
Ale brewed with spices.
They used to do those every year.
Cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, and ginger.
In all fairness, man, the Sam Adams special releases were always hit or miss.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were. Yeah. I remember this one being pretty good.
Holy shit. Looks like Sandra Pena finally changed the oil in his fucking piece of shit Ford after 10,000 miles. Oh my god.
Ooh.
God, that smells like pure fucking shit. Hold on, people. We ain't done.
Yeah.
Little something Lagunitas. Go ahead.
Lagunitas.
Yeah.
$100 worth of beer.
Is that a Parabollo or something? Dude, this guy went out and spent $200 on beer and just dumped it all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He spent real money on this beer.
Just like a legit beer.
Even if he bought singles, he still paid real money for these beers.
Chris has got it. He's pouring it into glasses to drink later.
Not the way he's waving that bottle. He's not pouring it into a glass.
Yeah,
he's got a big tub on the floor. Yeah.
He was better off just buying the beer, giving it to somebody, and insulting them while they drink it.
I mean, look at that. And that beer's been rode hard. I don't know what.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fuck you, dwarf.
Dude, that bottle was rough. That was rough. Yeah. What the hell? I've never had a bottle like that.
It's been rode hard. I don't know if he had it in his boyfriend's ass or what he did, but
yeah, rusty trombone or something, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Do the 1200 club. What do we have here?
My God.
Christmas.
That's a $12 beer right there.
He's still going. How many beers is this already?
10%.
Is this 6?
How much this piece of shit costs?
Yeah.
Did you hear what he said? How much? I don't even know how much this piece of shit costs.
Well, you better know. I swear to God, I love that. That is so satisfying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I agree. Oh.
Oof. Nice.
Smells like fucking faggots.
Oh my God.
Okay, wait a minute. There's a question that comes right after that.
How do you know?
How does he know? I wouldn't know that.
Is that what your boyfriend told you? Is that how your boyfriend smells? You know what comes after you say something like that, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Wearing a bandana with a hole in it, you know what's going on here?
The Super Bowl spectacular. $100 worth of craft beer.
$100.
Oh,
That he gave you the number.
See, metal moron, you buy and waste your money on this shit.
sounds about right.
This shit in the trash. Fuck you, malt liquor.
He just said you buy it and you waste your money. He just literally wasted his money.
Literally wasted his cash.
So just for Chris in the chat, yeah, those 3 views. That's a re-upload of a video from like 7 or 8 years ago. So many more
well
views.
spent.
Many more views on its original thing. So I thought
but
that was fun.
Mark,
that was a good title though. Craft Beer Spectacular.
Mark, how many beers was that? Did you happen to count those beers?
No.
It looked like 4, 5 or 6.
Well, I mean that Abbey. I mean, that was like you said, Tom. That's about $12 at least.
Yeah.
I mean, that was probably
I feel
$40
like
worth of beer, maybe something like that.
Sam Adams one was probably $10, $12.
He said $100. I'm going to take the guy at his word. At the end of the video, he says $100.
Sounds about right.
That road was probably 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything for views, you know.
The Sam Adams was probably close to $20.
You think so?
Special.
Holy shit.
Oh no, the Mary Maker. No, not for that one.
Not for that one. Okay.
No, that was
some of them were though. Yeah, I agree.
Well, more I mean, if he bought singles, he probably paid 30 or 40. If he bought like actual packs of those beers that those came out, it'd be a lot of it. He drank the other 3. He bought 4 packs of all those beers, drank the other 3, and then poured one down the drain.
Right. You know what, man? The whole freaking thing is bananas. I mean,
but let's clarify. He drinks craft beer now, right?
No, he
does not.
He is.
Okay.
He is still almost exclusively malt liquor still.
Okay.
One of the few left who still does.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you got to give it to him though.
Once in a blue moon, he will mix it up, but never craft beer that I recall.
Once in a blue moon, I have a blue moon, right?
Yeah.
He said I stole them from the neighbors.
Based on the condition of that one Lagunitas bottle, I'm not shocked. They must have.
Dude, it looked like it was from a freaking like a freaking pirate ship or something like that, sunken pirate ship.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
That beer was rode hard. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what could be on that thing? What the hell? What situation does that go on that beer?
That was after one session on his OnlyFans. I'll tell you that.
You know what? I think you're right. You know, too much lubrication. You know, and things happen.
That boy was rode hard. That's all I got. It was rode hard. Yeah.
So that's almost it for this week in our abbreviated report. But I did want to clarify something and correct something that I mentioned last week. Do you guys recall? Now, Tom, I had an anniversary this past Monday. Last week on the show, I announced that Monday, the 6th, was going to be my 40th anniversary of drinking my first American craft beer, which was Anchor Steam. And I showed this.
How do you remember that?
I write down everything.
Holy crap.
I write down everything.
Is this the first time you meet him?
I find that more impressive that you remember the date.
Let me introduce you to Bum, the man that writes everything down.
Yeah, Tom, you know me by now.
Yeah, I know you. Yeah.
So I showed this bottle and I said, I consumed that beer from this bottle. The next day, I was looking at this bottle and I was like, wait a minute. There's this label on the back with a barcode and the Surgeon General's warning. This is not the bottle.
Okay.
So I stand corrected.
10 hours later, after going through all your bottles, you found the right one.
No, actually, it took me 3 minutes tonight to find it in my garage. I knew where it was.
That one looks just about right.
This is the bottle that I had 40 years ago with nothing on the back.
Yeah, all right, there you go. Now I believe you. Okay.
So, Also, unbeknownst to me last week when I was discussing this, now
look how different the label looks. The label,
Yeah, I know, right? It looks cool. It looks retro.
yeah, they kept that same label for decades before they finally, in their declining years, decided to rebrand, and we know how that goes.
Yeah.
So, also, I had my strong Canadian lager from Holland imported into Canada last week. I didn't realize how real the Matrix is. Didn't even realize this until a few days ago. So my 40th anniversary of drinking that craft beer would be what year? 1986.
Yeah.
So what was the strong lager I drank last week?
Oh, it is a simulation.
1986.
It's all a simulation.
Nice. That's excellent. Deserves
the Matrix is real.
Consider yourself on the list.
So there we go. Apologies for not having a better report, but
apologies.
It was a
fantastic.
report. You did report on Stone Malt Liquor event, so
yeah.
That's good.
And
I thought you did great.
It still ends in about the normal amount of time.
Yeah.
You did great.
Jay Vega, thank you for those Zool beers. I will have another one next week.
Yeah.
Did he give you the same one or give you a different kind?
Oh no, I got a Mexican lager, the one I had tonight, and a third one. Another sour. Yeah, the other one is pineapple passion fruit. I forget the other flavor.
Ooh, pineapple passion fruit, huh?
Yeah.
That sounds good.
That's holy moly.
This was
those are very dominant flavors.
Yeah, this gives me a whole new what do you want to call it? Mindset about sours.
Yeah.
Or what beers that are classified as sours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but you drink it and you're like, I kind of questioned myself when I was drinking that mixtape one. I'm like, is this beer?
Well, I was thinking that drinking this, it is obviously.
Yeah, it is, but it's just it's such like a dynamic that I've never had before.
I don't get that carried away.
They're very good though.
I have had beers that good. I'm not gonna get that carried away. I'm not gonna go there to question whether it's beer or not.
Yeah.
The only time I start questioning whether it's beer or not is when I get higher ABV. When I start hitting 20 IBUs, 20 ABV, then I start getting like, is this?
Yeah.
That's what makes me question. What makes me question stuff is the style, right? Once we start doing certain things that I'm like, okay, look, I'm getting everything that the label says I should be getting. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting, if it says it's a creamsicle, okay, fine. I'm getting that. If it says I'm getting a passion fruit, I'm getting that. But if it says it's a sour, and I'm like, but it's not freaking sour. It's not even tart.
Yeah.
Oh, you're like, what are we doing here? This is and I think your description of it, Tom, was perfect. I think you said that it was a dessert beer, and I think we need to start clarifying that style. I think we need to start categorizing things that way. Like, this is more of a dessert style of beer. Some breweries do. They'll classify them as a pastry. Like a pastry stout or a pastry something. I think some of these that are now called sours need to start on their own, just leaning that way. Like,
well, that's what this one is classified as, Joe, a fruited pastry sour.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Because it, and then on Untapped, it was just a sour, wasn't it? Like a sour or a, let me see. Let me go back here. Because I still have it on here. Yeah, a fruited sour. And that part that conflict is the problem, right? Because for a lot of us, Untapped is now the standard. So whatever categories they have is what we're gonna start calling it. But man, something with this amount of okay, well, a fruited sour is composed of jammy blackberry, maple granola, and vanilla beans. What part of that description
says sour?
Sour,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Now we don't expect it to be exactly sour, but if it's tart, you're like, okay, all right. Tart would be more like what I would expect.
You probably get a little bit of tartness from the blackberry, I'd imagine.
Right.
That little bit of, that's probably the most you're getting.
But it says jammy blackberry. Which doesn't lead you to believe that it's gonna be
sugary. Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
That would be sweet. Especially, and maple granola is definitely not sweet. It's definitely not a tart, and Lord knows vanilla beans aren't tart. And now it does say dark fruit leads the way, followed by subtle sweetness and a sharp, deliberate finish.
Okay.
So what? Now a lot, now my mind would go to that. Okay, when I consume this beer, I'm gonna get the dark fruit in the front. That, to me, that's what it says. Dark fruit leads the way. So I'm gonna get dark fruit in the front. So I'm gonna get that jammy blackberry in the front, and then followed by a subtle sweetness, and then a sharp doesn't necessarily describe a flavor to me as much as it means a sharp, deliberate finish. So it's gonna lead into a subtle sweetness, and then bam, it's gonna finish. So to me, that is dry.
Yeah. But it does do.
What would you think with that description?
Yeah, I mean, that would be dry or slightly tart finish. Yeah, but you get the sweetness in the fruit, and then when you swallow it, it kind of dries out the back of your throat. Yeah.
I'm curious. So we were talking about this while you were away for a second. So the description, and I'm going super deep into the woods on this. I'm being ridiculous at this point.
You're not being ridiculous,
Okay, so but their description is the jammy black. This is the skeleton that you just had. Jammy blackberry, maple granola, and vanilla beans. Okay. So, but their description of that flavor of those fruits and vanilla beans and stuff is dark fruit leads the way. So that to me would be like the first thing you're getting is that jammy blackberry, which is a sweeter blackberry flavor on the front, followed by subtle sweetness, and then sharp with a deliberate finish. So to me, that would mean the sweetness is going to end pretty quickly and then just go away. So that would mean to me, in my mind, that it's pretty dry finishing. It's not like it doesn't linger around. It just on your palate. It just kind of, it's sweet and then goes away. Did you get any of that? Or is that like
now, Joe? You're getting a little bit too complex for me.
but when you
I could find that.
Oh,
look at that.
Oh, there you go.
I guessed correctly. Packaged on 10/21/21.
Oh,
okay.
Nice.
I'm not. I don't think I'm going to drink it tonight.
No, not that. Yeah, don't do it tonight. Yeah, do it on another day. Yeah.
So,
but
I found it real quick. I'll go get something else.
But Joe, the Zool though, like when you do drink it, it makes you want to come back for another sip because some beers are a little bit too cloying and you're a little. There is a little bit of salivation of wanting them more.
Yeah,
so it's not.
I don't want to get carried away.
Yeah,
like it's just Zool. I don't want to because trust me, they're not the only ones you know, on that are riding these roller coasters, if you will, or whatever analogy you want to use.
Yeah.
There are so many of them. And that's why I was using Drexter as another example. Um, Tripping Animals is another, or what was
Yep.
it?
Yep.
Tripping Animals.
Four,
That's the one I had last week. That grape one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
4 or
was.
5 North is another big, humongous one. If you've
Yeah,
never seen it.
there's many others right now
Yeah.
that are doing these quote unquote sours.
Oh yeah.
$30 4-pack.
What
Yeah.
I love about this, if can I go back general in a broader sense? I want to go back to a broader sense.
Yeah.
In a big general sense, what I love what they're doing with sours, okay, is the fact that they're low ABV, but still getting this much of a conversation started.
Yeah.
This much energy going. And that's what I was trying to, I hope that came across when Zach was here, because that's what I'm enthused about. I'm enthused about a beer not having to be 8% or 9% or 10 or 11. And it's low ABV beers that aren't having to, you don't have to have an imperial something or other. You can actually enjoy a 4-pack if you want to have a 4-pack.
Experience.
Thank you. The experience of having this beer is wonderful because, like you said, Tom, it's like having a good, like when you have really good nachos. I think we've all had good nachos, right? And you're like, God damn, I just can't stop eating. Or good chips, or good popcorn, and you get that flavor going, and you're like, yeah, man, I could just eat this shit forever. Like that, you know, when you get that good beer, you just really would like to enjoy more of it without having to be, you know, all freaking, you know.
Yeah. But at the same time, though, do you see your? I don't see my personally, maybe 2 at most if I have one of those. I can't see myself having 3 of those.
I mean, they are.
You know,
that is a special occasion beer to me. That's
yeah, I
you don't
can't.
want to drink too often.
Too many, maybe 1 or 2, and I'm kind of done.
Okay, can we put it in context? If the 4 of us, all right, if I let's take the one you've had, Tom, the PBJ mixtape. I've got some in the fridge right now.
Well, I did have a couple of those when I was there.
But
I did have a couple, yeah.
Let's just say if the 4 of us, man, we're having this conversation, we're kicking back, we're also having some tacos at the same time, man. I mean, it's a good time. We know how the more senses you involve in your experience, the better that beer is. You're more inclined, right, with company, or if you're in your favorite bar having a good time, you're going to keep slurping them down, man. They're no problem, right?
Oh, yeah.
They're no problem. Versus if you're there by yourself, I will give you possibly 2, right?
Yeah.
Possibly 2. But you could even be just you and your old lady, right? Just you and your partner. You're kicking back, you're watching a good movie, or you could be watching the goddamn news. Who cares what you're watching? But you're having a good conversation, and it's just your meal's good, whatever the case may be. You had a couple during the meal, now you're having another one, and you're like, you know what? Screw it. We'll have another one.
Yeah.
Too. Like the experience that you're having at the time. And that's why sometimes when you buy a 4-pack, a 6-pack, a 12-pack, that first beer sometimes isn't as good as that 6th beer, or even the 10th beer or whatever, because of the experience you're having while you're having that beer, right? That will influence your palate, you know.
Yeah.
And that's why sometimes we say that certain beers, you're like, I'm not having this until I'm able to share it, or until I'm, you know, and when the moment's right.
Yeah.
I've got a beer I paid $100 a can for. I still, the minute I bought it, I was like, the problem is, when do I open it? That's the problem. What's the right occasion to open this?
When Mark shows up at your house is when it's a perfect time.
And you guys know Bob knows how long I'm capable of keeping a candy bar, for Christ's sake, let alone a beer.
Yeah.
Right? I'm capable of holding on to something for a right occasion. Now I plucked down the money for these ridiculous priced beers and haven't done it again because I'm like, that was stupid. And it's not so much plucking the money, the $100 down for the same 16 ounces of beer that Bum just had. Not that beer, but a different beer. But who cares what the beer is? It's still a ridiculous for a can of beer. The point is not buying it. It's when do you open it? If you're of my mindset, like, all right, I have it. It's in my hands. It's in my fridge. I look at it every day. When do I open that damn thing?
See, with me, if I paid that much, the answer would be right away because it's guaranteed to taste good when you buy it, but there's no guarantee it's going to get any better later.
It's barrel aged though, right?
Well, yes, the problem
is so I don't think it's gonna last.
The longer I hold on to it because it's a very high ABV beer.
Yeah.
That's the problem. It's a barrel aged something or other.
It's like having a wine. You
save it until the Dodgers win their 9th World Series coming up this year, and then you can drink it, right?
Yeah. Part of me was like, well, do I hold on to it till I'm able to drink it with my grandkids? What do I do?
Yeah.
What's the right occasion?
But at the same time, it's like my grandkids. Are my grandkids gonna want to drink it with me? Are they gonna appreciate it? Yeah. You like want to drink it with someone that you want to
I'm drinking it now.
You want to drink it with someone that's going to be like that you can bounce off ideas with, and you're like, oh, this is really this, that, and the other. Oh,
at your house, feel free to open up those beers.
It's someone that brings a bottle too and shares it, and do this, that. Yeah.
And the problem is with that particular beer that I spent that particular money on, that's it. That's the only run of it. And so it becomes like Pat. You remember our dear friend Pat, the soulless ginger a-hole?
Yeah.
Now, as we know, he had offers for particular beers that are similar to the 2 beer. I didn't just do this for 1 beer, Tom. I did it for 2. And now I have a couple of beers as they age, which are similar to some of the vinyl records that I have. They're occur in value. The value of darn things is oddly getting high. Now, Pat ran into this. Now, Pat says, I didn't know what to do. When do I sell it? What do I drink it? Do I sell it? Do I take it over Joe's when I go to Joe's? What do I do? He talked about it many times on this show. And I was like, Mark, well, bring it over.
We'll figure it out.
Make that decision.
We'll figure it out. Talk about it.
I've got plenty of
I support you in your decision.
We'll talk about it over a beer.
I got bottle openers. I've got every kind of opener you could. Let's do this, baby.
There you go.
Vegas says Tuesday. Tuesday is the right occasion.
Yeah, right.
Joe will bring the barbecue, bring the beer. He'll be good to go.
Tuesday.
Yeah, what are we talking about here? So I find myself in the same predicament as Pat. Like, how long have I had?
See, that's the difference, right, between us craft beer drinkers and the malt liquor drinkers, right? I mean, you paid $12 for a case of malt liquor. You don't care when any time's a good time. There's no thought. You just drink it. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have any second thoughts about, do I hang on to it? No, hell, it's only $2 a bottle. I'm going to drink it.
Yeah.
Drink up, bottoms up.
Yep. Yeah. It's the same thing like bourbon. I have like a couple bottles. I'm like, I don't know if I ever want to open them up. It's like whatever. It's like,
oh yeah,
and
same exact thing.
Kind of is what it is.
At least bourbon, though. I feel now. Please correct me, please.
Yeah.
I feel like you can at least crack those, and you're like, okay, I can have a shot.
Yeah.
I can have a double with somebody, and we're still.
Well,
what
you
some
can,
people do is they'll how can I say it? Say they have half a bottle open, and you're like, oh, there's so much air in there, there's so much oxidation. They'll take that and they'll pour it into a smaller bottle, and then they'll close it.
yeah,
So there's less air in there.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of like tools that they have that you can like suck all. You can put what is I don't know. It's not you
nitrogen.
can
It takes out
yeah
the
you put
oxygen. Puts nitrogen in. Yeah,
yeah they do that a lot in the wine world. In
yeah.
the wine world, it's crazy. They have things that they won't even pop the bottle open. You can like put something through the cork,
Yeah,
and
I've seen
then
that.
they'll get the liquid out of the cork
Yeah,
through the whatever they put through
I've
the
seen
cork.
that.
Yeah,
I've seen that. I've seen that because that relates to beer as well. You have
yeah.
corked beers as well. I have seen that because, as a matter of fact, I've been asked to review some of those things. You guys know that I still get. I
Oh,
must. I
I'd
must.
imagine they're still
I,
emailing you.
I probably get, I don't know, a dozen offers a week to partner on X, Y, and Z.
Still?
Yes,
Wow.
I still do. I turn
Wow.
every last one of them down. Every last one.
What's the biggest brewery you think you've gotten so far? Like recently?
Brewery, I'm not sure,
No.
but I mean, partnership. These ridiculous partnerships for South. Some of them don't even have anything to do with beer. We were talking
So
about,
it's like groups trying to like have you
yes,
partner?
yes,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
sponsorships, sponsorship deals. I've had I can't even tell you how many.
Yeah.
I'll show them sometimes to the roommate. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, look at this. This is ridiculous. Delete. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but in any case, yeah, I just wanted to cover that because since we were talking about that and with Bum's experience here, uh,
But it's cool though. It gives you a moment to capture though, you know?
mhm.
It's that's what the bear is. It's a moment, right? It's a conversation piece, you
Yeah.
know?
Well, you know, many of you just know that I was doing cigars for a while, and I kind of, I was like,
You were smoking cigars? I didn't realize that.
yeah, it's been a while. It's been
Yeah.
a while.
I never got into cigars. I mean, I drink bourbon and shit, but I don't know. Maybe I'm smoking the wrong cigars. Maybe I've tried the wrong ones. I just can't get myself into it. I don't know why.
Well, it's smoking a good cigar is great. It's for the next day when it feels like you've got to shave your tongue to get rid of the.
Yeah, it's in your pores and everything, and
Yeah, it's
it,
just
yeah,
it's not even that.
yeah,
If for you, Tom, I don't know that you'd have the time to do it.
yeah,
It,
yeah.
it
With kids and
you know,
everything. Yeah,
the thing about a cigar is it teaches you to just calm down because
mm,
you know there's certain sticks that are a morning stick.
yeah,
You can fire them up and be done in 15 minutes. There's your typical stick that is considered a short one, which would be a half hour, and there's your 45-minute and your hour long, your hour plus sticks. You know your
yeah.
tip most of us would fire up a half hour to 45-minute stick. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
And once you fire it up, you're kind of committed, right? Because you don't want to, you know what, you could put it out and restart it, but it's a different experience. And you
yeah,
have that whole, just like your glass here, if you're considering this as the whole experience, that first third, it's divided in thirds. You have your first third, your middle third, and your last third.
yeah,
And that
yeah.
and you have your, of course, different tobaccos and the same sort of flavor profiles that you have with beer as well. And the things that
mm,
are done with tobacco right now are insane. It
Mhm.
really is. It's pretty damn cool. I still keep up with.
yeah,
So there's a few guys, literally just a couple of guys at work that are really into cigars.
nice.
So I can still have a conversation with them because I do keep up with it a little bit.
Yeah,
But I just don't smoke it no more. It's I, not that I don't have time, but it's too freaking hot here. I only like to smoke cigars outside.
Yeah.
And goddamn, one of the last things you want to do when it's 115 degrees outside, Tom, is
Mm.
fire up a cigar. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I live in a good area if you want to do that. You know, maybe it's 40 degrees outside.
That's what I'm saying,
You know?
my guy.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't.
I'll be smoking them next week, Joe. I'll be smoking them. I'm just kidding.
You know, the crazy thing is there's a ridiculous amount of cigar shops here in Arizona. That's something that a little fun fact for you. If you do get into cigars, or you're listening or you're watching right now and you are into cigars, there's a ridiculous amount of cigar shops around here, bro.
Yeah.
To the point where it's a little difficult. I was having this conversation a couple days ago with someone at work. I find it very hard to keep a humidor here in Arizona because it's so God bless it dry.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He's got a good setup. He has a pretty big humidor. I didn't. I had a smaller one. But I live very close to like 3 different cigar shops. When I needed one, I would just go pick one up. I would go pick up 3, quite frankly. I'd pick up 3 sticks. And then I'd come home and enjoy a cigar and a good brew or whatever, and I'd barbecue, and it kind of was great. But
Yeah.
the problem is it gets so damn hot. I mean, we're already in the 90s. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? We just cooled down. We were 106, 105 there for a minute already. You know what I'm saying? I think you were getting a foot of snow, and we were 106.
Oh my God. We're getting 3 feet, and we were. I don't even know. It's all gone, Joe. The snow's all gone. It was gone like 2 weeks later. We had a couple like out of nowhere, like 50-degree days, and it all melted.
That's cool.
It's all gone. I was like, wow, this is awesome. You know,
Yeah, that
you
is.
can get out of my driveway. I can drive everywhere. My car's not going to bang everywhere. You know, there's some potholes. There's some potholes in the streets now, unfortunately, because but all that salt and stuff they put down. But yeah, much better not having snow on the ground.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's a doozy, you know.
Oh man, let me tell you. Okay, we'll get out of here, guys. We will see you next week. Thanks, Tom, for jumping in, man.
Good to have you on tonight.
I'll try to be on next week also.
Okay.
I might be on for a little bit.
Yeah, if you can get on, it'd be wonderful. Man.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah.
Love to have you. We'll see you.
Hopefully, Coach will join us next week.
Yeah. That
We'll
last
see. Yeah,
that last
he's
polo
got
was
7 days. He got 7 days. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll hear from him later on tonight. But
yeah.
Right now, it's go Dodgers, kids.
Yeah.
You know, fire up your Dodger TV, man, and watch your Dodgers.
Who are they playing?
Rangers.
Okay.
Look at that. Bum's
like
ready.
it.
Look at that. I like it. Bum,
God
by
dang.
the way, you guys spent some money. The Pirates spent $140 million on a 19-year-old, my friend.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Yeah, unbelievable. And it came out of nowhere.
That was surprising.
140 for 9. Yeah. 140 for 9 at 19.
Yeah.
Tom, think about this. You're the closest in this room to 19 years old out of this group.
What would you do with 100?
100?
The difference is with baseball, it's guaranteed money. You know you're getting
that's crazy.
140. Now
that's nuts.
At 19, I'd be no good for nothing. I'm telling you, couldn't get me to do a damn thing.
Dude, at 19, it's like, dude, I could just live off this rest of my life and just do nothing. You know, it's like $140 million.
The rest of your life and do nothing with a hell of a lot less than $140 million. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
But
man, live off interest, and
he's been doing good, hasn't he? I mean, little brother went to opening day and said he had an RBI, and
they did. He didn't start the season on the roster, and like fans were flipping out. They were like, they better call him up before opening day, and they did.
Well, they're trying. I think it's more of an object of trying to keep. What's the pitcher you got? Skeens.
Yeah.
They need to keep him because I think he's almost at the end of his contract.
Yeah.
And if they don't keep him, they're done.
Next year he's going to look good in Dodger blue. That is.
I'm telling you, he's going to the Dodgers. He really is.
That is.
Dude,
Well, Bob Nutting's only going to spend so much money. This was actually shocking, but like one of the local writers said, why should we praise him for doing what he's supposed to be doing anyway?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a Chris Rock thing right there. You're not gonna get any accolades for stuff you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know how they're not already trying to give Skeens a humongous contract. I would be jumping on that.
Yeah. Well, that's the Pirates. That's Bob Nutting.
I'd be on that already. I'd be giving him huge money.
I think Skeens has a fantastic agent, and his agent is doing exactly what Dodger management's telling him to do. Just
hey, honestly, it's writing on the wall. You've been right about all of them. The fuck?
Ohtani beforehand, Ohtani was gonna look good in Dodger blue. Now he's a two-time champion.
The Dodgers are like the Yankees in the late '90s, early 2000. They got everybody. They got everybody went to them. So
yeah, it is freaking a fantastic time to be a Dodger fan. Let me tell you, it is
congratulations.
A fantastic time, man. Let me tell you, it is. And the amount of prospects they have going, and they just built like it was $120 or $150 million AAA facility, for Christ's sake.
Oh my God.
That is phenomenal. Yeah, they're not just spending the money on the big leagues, they're spending the money all the way down, baby. It is.
We got a nice stadium out in Worcester. The Woo Sox.
Yeah.
The Woo Sox, yeah.
You know, they showed, of course, detailed videos of, and we'll get out of here. I'm sorry. They showed detail, and they have this new concept with this new stadium they built. They have outdoor suites, which I thought was an interesting concept. So they're outdoors; they're not a typical suite. They're in an outdoor suite, so they're cheaper, which hit a price point that your average blue collar guy could afford, aspirationally can afford, right? But still, the idea of having a suite.
Is it like a canopy over, or is it kind of okay? All right, cool.
It seems pretty damn cool. Anyway, something worth looking into. You know how once one stadium does it, they'll all kind of start following this trend.
Oh, money? You can make money that way?
Right.
Let's do it, right? Like, money? Yeah.
So
outdoors?
Look for this in your local stadium here sometime. I'm sure it'll be coming.
For sure.
But okay, guys, we're out here. Thanks, Bum. Appreciate it, man. And Tom, good to see
you guys next week.
Yeah, great seeing you guys.
All right. See you next week.